Hey everybody, welcome back to this week's Dark Avengers comic book review. We are now in the big two, and we're going to throw out the first one really quickly. Halo Fall of Reach Boot Camp Part 4 of 4. We're going to talk about this briefly for 2 seconds since the series is now over, and I've been just showing the comic and dropping it.
Just curious, did Bungie actually make this? Or they making a
sort of, yeah. Okay, they work with Marvel to make this.
Oh, so Marvel really made it.
Okay, this was the origin story of Spartan 117. Was it good? It had its good points, and it had its boring points, but then again, this is an origin. The only sad thing is it's not the end. When this ends, it actually says continued in. They actually have a follow-up series. I guess that's going to be more action-packed, more interesting. The origin of the actual meeting, the first meeting of Human and Covenant. Halo Fall of Reach Covenant #1 is where this story is going to be continued. This is where boot camp ends, and then they have an advertisement back here. April, Fall of Reach, Covenant #1.
You're really stretching it.
Because this is it. Once this ends, once the Fall of Reach ends, it's over.
Maybe that's why it's coming out in April.
That's it. But anyway, will I be getting Covenant? I'm being honest with you guys. I have a lot of new series that I'm going to be picking up. Marvel has dropped the price on a lot. I must say this. Marvel has dropped their prices. This month, I believe I've seen a lot of price drops on a lot of comics. A few that I bought already. I don't know if it's temporary. I don't know if it's permanent. Some comics are still $3.99. But a lot of stuff's coming from Marvel soon. A lot of stuff's coming out for DC soon. The stuff I just skimmed through, which is Halo, are the things that are going to fall out first. That are going to just fall out of my collection. So, will Fall of Reach Covenant make it? We'll see next in April. But I'm telling you guys the truth. April and May, big events are starting in Marvel and in DC. You got Flashpoint and you got Fear itself coming out.
Flashpoint.
And you know Marvel. Marvel has tons of side stories. There's already a Fear Spider-Man, 1 of 2 or 3 coming, you know.
They're going to have more side stories than actual mainstream ones.
And we'll talk about another series I'm going to be starting up later on. Another series that I'm skimming because the artwork is atrocious. The story is good, but if you can live with very bad artwork, X-Men #8 is for you. Spidey is guest starring in this issue. It's all about the lizard. The X-Men are trying to stop the lizards because they're abducting people. Or at least that's what I can get because the artwork is so bad, it's so hard to read through. I mean, look at this artwork. I'm gonna pick a look at this with the.
It was bad last week.
Look at that.
I
mean, come on, it's exactly as bad.
Whoa!
Can't even really make out anything. It's.
And I want to say something because Kevin brought this up off camera.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna bring it up on camera.
I apologize.
Don't apologize because I was gonna bring this up anyway. Who's on the cover?
Emma Frost.
Okay. Now, who's gonna be on the cover? Standing out on the next issue.
Emma Frost.
Okay, this is okay. X-Men 8. Before we continue on, X-Men 8. If you can live through the horrible artwork, the story's pretty good. I'm sticking around for the next story arc because this story is really good. It's just the artwork is sucky. Now let's get into Uncanny X-Men. Uncanny X-Men number 533. Okay, who's not on this cover?
Emma Frost.
Now because are you done scanning? Now because Emma Frost is not on this cover, look at next month. Who's on the cover splattered right across
Emma
the board?
Frost. She's making up for it.
And let me tell you something. Emma Frost was not an original X-Men. Emma Frost originally started off as the White Queen, an enemy of the X-Men. Then she joined the X-Men and ran First Class, which was separate. She was separate from Charles Xavier. Ever since Jean Grey, a.k.a. the Phoenix, is gone, and Scott's been dating this bitch, every single freaking X-Men book is dead centered around this woman.
It's like the right as in
look, this woman's
fixation
okay, wait, let me tell you something. The original X-Men, there are 2 original X-Men in this picture. And you know what you get from the original X-Men? A hand and half a body. And then Emma Frost, dead center. The full body.
No
you get half a
Pixie.
You get a third of a Pixie, and you get a half of the girl that took over that has Warren's powers at the time. You get half. Right? Huh? Yeah, this is Pixie. You get half a Scott, and you don't even get you get like an arm of Wolverine.
A hand, a claw,
a hand.
Apparently the writer loves Emma Frost.
Remember last month's issue 532, had Emma Frost dead center, and you know what? She had nothing to do with the issue really. It's all about her and that goddamn Sebastian. And I'm telling you, that's the part of the issue.
I remember being that popular.
That's the part of the issue I fast forwarded through because it's just boring. He beats the shit out of it. I love it. I'm happy. This picture makes me very happy. And it shouldn't. But it does.
Yeah.
He just whacked the shit out of her. She deserved it.
For being
Looking-
undercover too much.
Yes!
I hate her now.
These are the X-Men. This is what the cover should look like. I can't wait. Somebody at Marvel, wake the hell up and get your asses.
It's like they got a crush on her.
Get your asses off of your goddamn
Sorry,
porta
Emma Frost
potties.
fans.
Get your asses out of your porta potties and realize Emma Frost is not an X-Man that needs to be on every single goddamn cover. I don't like her that much. I hate her, as a matter of fact.
You're pissing off the whole Ever Frost fan community, babe.
Gotta relax.
But I mean,
Read it.
seriously,
Okay, just
when
read
they're
it.
trying to make
Read
us
it.
like her, I don't like her.
I know, we don't like her either,
Facebook
but
group
it's
invite
not
me to
called
the Emma
that.
Frost
Stop.
group.
I'm sorry, I had to
Read it.
I had to laugh at
Read
that.
it.
That was the funniest thing
The
I've ever
next time, and guess what? She was on the Wolverine cover too. Remember? She was there.
Oh yeah, she was.
She got a Twitter following.
Next week and the week
She
after.
might have a Twitter following. Fuck. Stop.
She might have a
We
Facebook.
don't like Emma. I don't care how many covers you put this white bitch in. She's, and I only say white because she's the white queen, not because she's white.
That's what I was about to say.
But I'm tired of her.
Would you rather see
She
Lady Gaga
sucks.
on the cover?
Yeah, and
She is Lady
I'm
Gaga.
making up for the next cover because she's not in this
All
one.
the little monsters. See, she's got all the little monsters over there in that cover. Look at us all around her.
Yes.
I'm serious. Look,
If they
look at the
put her in a
cover.
meat dress.
They're all the monsters, but there's no meat dress.
No meat dress. If they put her in that next, I mean, that'll be freaky.
Okay. Now that I'm done with Emma Frost, because I'm sick of her. I really am. And
Okay, please.
wait, she shows up again somewhere. I'll talk about that in a second. I'll talk about that in a second. Let's get away from
Just
that for a
continue,
minute.
please.
Talk about the actual story here. The Loeb basically has the cure that to cure the X-Men, and the cure happens to be in the mutant genome that he's putting in the, I don't want to call it medicine, or the drinks that turn people into mutants. And one part, which is really bad, this is where, alright, they're still quarantined at this moment. The X-Men are quarantined on Utopia. Loeb drinks a Cyclops drink, and he has Cyclops' ability. And everybody wants to be Deadpool and Wolverine. I love this. And one person said Adam X. And he says, well, what the market wants, the market gets, except Adam X. And so they're facing, the mutants that aren't in quarantine are facing a bunch of Deadpools and Wolverines.
Wow.
And then basically, in the very end, Scott breaks quarantine and the X-Men are going after Loeb. Awesome. It's a really cool story. If you can look over the Emma Frost part with Sebastian Shaw.
Sure, she has some fans out there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
She's a bitch. I hate her. I can't wait for the day Scott Summers leaves her and kicks her off the X-Men team. Or I can't wait for Charles Xavier to come back and kick somebody's,
Or
kick
Phoenix.
Scott Summers' ass in. Because he's
Or
doing a
what-
shitty job as the leader.
I really thought, like, when I was
the
first
writer's
fighting,
fault.
well, you've seen the animated X-Men, right?
Yeah.
When I first saw it, I was like, Wolverine's a really great leader. And then I thought,
Yeah,
later
you know
on.
what? That's what that should have happened. That's what should have happened.
like, Wolverine should be the leader. 'Cause
Yes.
It's the X-Men,
Revolved around Wolverine.
yeah, a lot more than Scott Summers or
And Scott
Cyclops,
was,
whatever you
in the
call it.
series, Scott was very pissed off also that Wolverine
Yeah,
was the
well,
leader.
if anyone should be leader, it's Wolverine.
Absolutely. Even in X-Men Evolution, he was a great
Exactly.
leader for the kids. I'm
That was
telling
a
you
great
guys,
show.
Absolutely. I'm telling you guys, Charles Xavier, instead of putting Scott Summers and his bitch girlfriend in charge, he should have put Wolverine in charge. The
they
X-Men
should brought
story
Phoenix
still would
back,
have been
too.
good. Phoenix will come back. You
Yeah,
know she's
okay.
gonna come back. Everybody
That'd be
comes
good.
back.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever gone for good. Nobody's ever. Sentry, unfortunately,
Just,
unfortunately, the Sentry will be back too.
It's just a question of when.
Yeah, exactly. I can't stand Emma Frost. Okay.
Me neither.
Amber has one book this week, and it's an X-Tie, so I think she's gonna want to do it now. Come on.
Well, there's no Emma Frost, if that's what you're looking for.
No, I'm glad. I've skimmed
You'd be
it.
looking for that.
X23.
Oh, that's cool.
I love X23. Can I do
Much
my
better than Emma Frost.
No,
please?
no.
Yes. I don't care, I'm going to do it anyway.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Gambit is still here with
Oh, Gambit's in
X23,
this?
Yeah,
right?
Gambit's actually yes, no.
Okay,
Nice.
That's the only good part
So
about
of course
that.
you remember the last
Yeah,
issue where Miss Sinister turned into Mr. Sinister.
Yeah.
Apparently in this issue it's explained. That's something that's been happening with her, and Miss Sinister feels like she's disappearing. So she tries to.
Because she's a
turn-
sucky character.
She tries to turn
Who?
Miss
X23.
Sinister.
She
Oh.
attaches her to a chair and puts herself into the other one. She tries to put herself into X23. Instead, Mr. Sinister goes into her. and says, "You don't deserve your body." X-23 says, "Get out of my mind," whatever the fuck, and she ends up stabbing Mrs. Sinister. Gambit saves her, but the ending, I think, was the part
Shocker.
that was the biggest shock. X-23 was trying to save the clone, but Gambit convinced her that they had to get all the other kids. He had already gotten all the other kids out before he pushed the self-destruct button. Anyway, the ending, okay? The ending was horrible.
Uh-oh.
You give away the ending?
Yes, I'm going to give away the ending.
Just say it's a spoiler.
This is a serious spoiler. If you do not want to see this, I'm giving you till
I'm being
3.
honest. I do not
One,
think anybody reads
two,
X-23 anyway.
3. The clone tells Mrs. Sinister she'll take care of her. Meaning care for her, not kill her, care for her. Bring her back.
Okay.
So we'll see Mrs. Sinister again in X-23 at some
Yep.
point.
Makes you so happy, Chris, doesn't it?
Whereas X-23...
I think X-23 has potential, but they just need good story to tell with her. She has Gambit. Hey, Gambit's a kick-ass
I
X-23.
Hey,
love
this is pretty
Gambit.
good.
You look, we got a
Gambit.
big-ass Gambit fan, like, right here.
I think it's okay.
So,
I
it should
can't
be
read
good.
it. It's not.
Anyway, back to Chris.
Fan base.
Okay.
Michael nodding.
Let's talk Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah,
These are the top 2 this week, in my opinion, from Marvel. Amazing Spider-Man number 655, and I'll explain why in a second once Mike's done scanning. It's a really awesome cover.
Yeah, it is.
This issue,
Different.
Said there.
the whole first part of this issue is silent. There's actually no talking. It's all about J. Jonah Jameson's wife's funeral because she died in the
Oh
last.
yeah, she did. She did.
And the artwork is by the guy that did Spider-Man Blue, and the artwork's like a classical kind of artwork. It's very I don't want to give away any.
That doesn't look bad.
And then finally, word bubble the talking starts in Pete's dream. But before we do that, I just want to give away. I want to show one piece of artwork. The artwork is amazing. This guy, I liked his artwork from Spider-Man Blue actually when Mike was collecting Spider-Man. And then finally, Pete has a dream, and in the dream, he's talking about all the people that have died because of him, or that he had to kill, or one person he had to kill, and Gwen Stacy's a big part of it. And finally, basically all the way, I don't know, this reminds me of Dormammu. I wonder if that's, because it says here, I wouldn't change anything. Would you say, could you say the same, Spidey? And he doesn't answer, so I'm wondering if that's Dormammu saying,
Maybe.
If it has
changed your
anything to do with
past.
dimensions, it must be him though.
you changed your past, because he did, he's not married to Mary Jane anymore, so you obviously weren't happy. So in the end, basically, he swears that, I love this piece of artwork, the bottom picture is amazing. He says, no matter what from now on, nobody
Yes,
dies.
nice.
Nobody dies on my watch. And that's part 1. There's more. It's to be continued in the next part, and they actually,
So it's not all a dream then, though.
No.
Then wakes up.
the next issue, the Spidey armor, the new Spidey armor is going to be introduced. I'm looking forward to that.
That might be cool.
Spider-Man,
Hopefully.
ever since Dan Sloth has taken over Spider-Man, it has been really, really good. Really good. Like, I don't even care that Mary Jane and him aren't married anymore. Good.
That's
So,
saying a lot.
It's a push in a positive direction. A very, very positive direction.
Possible why they broke the 2 of them up, maybe.
You know what?
She don't fit in.
Some
kinda.
people you can't break up, like Superman, Lois Lane. Other people, I mean, as much as we couldn't see it back when Mary Jane and Spider-Man were together, the story always focused around the couple instead of actual Spider-Man. So they broke them up, basically this is what Marvel said, so Spider-Man could take the main, Peter Parker and Spider-Man could take the main spotlight again, pushing away from the couple, the Mary Jane
Think
Spider-Man
back,
couple.
We couldn't think of them as not a couple. So then again, if Superman took a different direction, it is possible him and Lois Lane at one point could break up and get back together, depending on the direction they
They
take
could do
it.
that with any couple.
Yeah.
Reed Richards and Sue Storm.
But they happen to be taking a good direction where Mary Jane wouldn't fit in.
Yeah, no, Mary Jane fits in, but as a friend, not
Yeah.
as a wife. At this
Not a
time,
companion.
trust me. Give it about 5 years or 6 years down the line when we're doing this
I think
review.
less.
I'll be talking about Spidey being
I say less,
married
2 years.
married again. Yeah, it's not going to be permanent. I think Marvel. I don't think it would last. Anyway,
No.
final issue: Fantastic Four 588. In this issue, same thing as Amazing Spider-Man. The entire
That cover.
The entire first story, yeah, it's a sad cover because it's a funeral again, but the entire first story, no word bubble. It's all just
Again.
Wow.
Wow. Same thing.
again, and it's all just
Marvel's really working on these.
no
songs.
word bubbles, no word bubbles at all. One thing I'd like to show
Holy
is
cow.
Reed Richards goes back into the dimension, and one of the bug
that's
things
nice
shows.
artwork. I like that.
Yeah, beautiful artwork. Shows Johnny Storm's shirt. Oh, Emma Frost. You wanna know what?
God.
Look at this picture and tell me who's dead center again.
She stands out like a sore thumb.
And look at her face. It's like
Yeah,
she's
look
not
at her face. It's not even like.
It's like oh,
She's weird.
she looks like she's smiling. It really looks like she's smiling.
She doesn't care.
She has a strange
She-
look
it's
about
every-
her.
Everywhere,
what happened.
everywhere Scott Summers is, that bitch is right next to him. I can't stand her. I cannot stand her.
Jesus.
It's like the less you want to see, the less you want to see her, the more you see of her.
Exactly. So, and she's dead center of this picture again. She stands out. I mean, yeah, other people stand out, but everywhere Scott Summers goes,
Maybe
there she is.
Wouldn't you like if they cut her off for a bit? Really cut her?
A bit?
Made her dead?
Permanent. I like this also. There's a
Oh,
part
that's fine.
here.
No one ever dies.
There's a part here where the thing just hauls out on the Hulk.
Why does the Hulk look so?
Because he doesn't want to fight him. He knows the thing is just upset. And then in the second story, the last page has a huge spoiler, which I'm not going to give away. You guys have to read this.
Who's this guy? Hello, son of home.
Uh-huh. Somebody's parent shows up again. Somebody's parent's back. Okay, and anyway, the second story is all about Spider-Man and Franklin, and they're talking about their uncles Franklin, who just lost Johnny Storm, and Spider-Man talking about his Uncle Ben. And it ends there. I love this one thing I was telling Kevin. It says right here, what's it called? That thing where the snake is eating his tail? You say Erebus? Fine. But I say Nathaniel Richards. What's the point, Jonathan? Are you saying nothing ever really ends and nothing ever really begins? No, I am certainly not saying that, / Johnny Storm is dead. Well, what now? What now? So Johnny Storm isn't dead. He actually admits it right here. They never said Johnny was dead. So what now? A behind-the-scenes look, a few pages of FF, #1. And as you see on the cover, somebody's joining the FF. I loved it. This is issue 2's cover. They give you some concept art, some talking.
I love the costume.
This is my favorite, the design of all the new Fantastic Four. Well, they're not going to be called the Fantastic Four anymore.
Spider-Man looks great.
Spider-Man looks amazing.
Look at those eye developments.
Here we go.
Oh my.
I love the
That's
Spidey costume.
sick.
I think it's amazing. I know a lot of people are gonna say are gonna be against it because everybody knows
Well,
Johnny
I'm not
Storm.
against it.
It's alright.
I'm not against it either. Look, nobody was against it when I said the Superman movie was gonna suck because the costume was off. So you know what?
No,
This
everything
I'm
was
actually
off.
looking
We
forward.
had everything was bad
plot
about
would be
it.
that bad. As
No,
bad as the costume.
some people were against what I, saying, you gotta get with the times, you gotta get with. So
Yeah.
anyway, it just depends. I'm not really. I never
True.
was a huge Fantastic Four fan. I'm upset that Johnny Storm's gone, but we all know he's not going to be gone forever. But for the time being, Spidey is going to be part of the Fantastic Four. The new costumes look nice for now. I'm looking forward to FF. That series will be showing up on my Dark Avenger reviews. I'm looking forward to it highly. I cannot wait for the first issue of
Looks
FF.
good.
Johnny Storm, of course, will be back, and I don't know if that means Spidey's going to be pushed out, but She-Hulk was part of the Fantastic Four for a while.
Yeah.
And
haven't
so
seen her in
were
a
some
while.
others. Some others were part of the Fantastic Four too. So it's not like because she took over for the Thing. The Thing walked away from the Fantastic Four for
She
a
hasn't been
while.
around for a while though.
She-Hulk, she's in her own book. That's
Yeah, but
why.
I mean like in the.
Oh, she has her own
No,
comics.
I am
She doesn't
absolutely.
know.
This was an awesome ending. The way this ended was perfect, and they actually show Spidey, like in the end, that whole uncle talk that he had with Franklin. It shows his kind of like introduction to the You could see that he's going to be more than just like a hello and goodbye
Yeah.
person. He's going to be a big part of FF when it starts up.
Sounds
I'm
good.
absolutely looking forward to FF. I know a few people are against it. I know people are going to be like, are you crazy? That's not Fantastic Four. That's shit. That's
Yeah,
crap.
it's
Spidey
really-
shouldn't be it. The costumes are disgusting. You know what? I had to deal with Superman Blue for how many years? He started, Superman Blue was
Quite a
around
few.
from like 1994. Maybe 1990. I don't have years. I'm not good at years, but I know it lasted from the mid-90s all the way through to the late 90s. 1998 was when Superman originally came back. And you know what? Us Superman fans had to deal with that,
Well, figure 4 to 5
electric...
years.
We had to deal with that electric costume for about 4 years before the original Superman came back. I'm sure the Marvel community can relax and chill with these new costumes for a year or two because Johnny's
Give
not
them
going
a
to be
couple
done
of
that
months
much.
and they'll settle down.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I'm sorry. I'm sure a lot of people are looking forward to things that I didn't like to, so that's one of the
Probably
things I'm
50-50.
looking forward to. Real quickie, Action Comics 898. there's a big fight between Lex Luthor and Lara Flees. I cannot wait for Lex Luthor to be out of this title and gone, and Superman comes back. Everybody's excited. Everybody's pumped up.
Lara Flees killed Lex
And we
Luthor.
got more issues with Lex
he hasn't
Luthor
got
already.
Damn.
I wish. But Brainiac, it turns out we find out who Robot Lois's higher up is. It's Brainiac. So the last issue is going to be Lex versus Brainiac.
How many issues
Yeah,
more
Lex
before
has a
this
Robot
Lex?
Lois.
How many more issues?
He's obsessed with Lois Lane. You didn't know that?
No, I know that, but I didn't think
One more Lex
that's right.
Luthor, and that's it. Then we go into
Good.
Superman. Goodbye, Lex. One more issue. I cannot wait. Can't wait for the end of next month. That's it. He's gone. Bye-bye. Better. Action Comics gets better again then, I hope. 900 looks really good, so I'm looking forward to it. Finally this week, Teen Titans 92. The tie-in with Red Robin concludes. It's messed up. I don't want to give away, but the calculator, it's a messed up ending. What I will say in this issue, Red Robin joins back up, or it seems like Red Robin joins back up with the Teen Titans, and Damian Wayne, thank you God, Robin is now off the team. He goes back to Gotham in the end, and Red Robin stays with the Teen Titans. The chemistry with Red Robin and the Teen Titans is just like the old Teen Titans. It's perfect, you know. And I think Damian Wayne can see that. He even says he says it to Dick. You know, you had great memories there. I just didn't like it. So he said, one friend is enough for me. In other words, Dick is his friend, and that's all he needs. The artwork in this, though, could have used a little bit of work. I did not really particularly.
I always say if the storyline really can grasp you in the artwork.
Yeah, I just didn't.
As long as it's
I
not
didn't particularly
horrendous.
like. It's not horrendous, but it's not what I'm used to seeing in Teen Titans. But I think the only reason the artwork is different is because of the crossover between the two titles. By next
Possibly.
month, I'm sure it'll go back.
It'll
But
pick up.
yeah, you can tell that Red Robin is going to be probably part of the team because he's back.
Yeah.
Even Superboy says I like the sound of that. In other words, we as
He'll
in
be
Robin
back.
will be. Red Robin is going to stick
We'll
with the
rejoin.
Titans, and Robin is gone. Thank you God. Goodbye, Damian Wayne. Go back to the Batman comics and stay out of Teen Titans.
I like Robin. I actually, but he doesn't fit in that.
Damian Wayne
I agree.
did not fit in with them.
But I like Robin.
Red
Gotta
Robin,
admit, he fits with Batman.
Tim Drake fits in with them. Tim Drake fits in with the Teen
This
Titans.
new Red Robin.
What are the Grayson?
Robin though.
That's Red Robin. This Robin.
Oh, Robin, that's the
Yeah.
Grayson?
Yeah, this Robin didn't. This Robin is gone.
Oh, okay.
So
He's with Batman.
That's good.
it was
Drake
good. The story was great. They defeated Calculator in the end, and they find out that a fellow superhero was killed. You have to pick it up. It was great. I love Teen Titans. The crossover with Red Robin went by and worked out flawlessly. I'm looking forward to seeing more crossover. Maybe they'll crossover with Superboy at some point. That'd be perfect.
Oh,
It doesn't even say it's a crossover. It just says with Red Robin. In the beginning of the issue, it says if you want to know what happened in the beginning, go to Red Robin.
You wouldn't like the crossover with Batman, I'm sure. No, I know you wouldn't. That's why I said that.
No, he
If
wouldn't
they
have.
crossed over
No,
with
I don't
X-Men,
think
I'd be even more pissed off.
Okay, I never crossed.
Don't make
Give me
me
that look. I see it already.
Okay, guys. So with that, we conclude this week. You hold on to those. When I get to them, I'll just. You want to give it to me? Okay, I'll give it to you. I'll stick them in the back then. Okay. Let's get through these and then calculate the end of this week. Teen Titans 92 was really great. The artwork was different, but the artwork did not impede the awesomeness of this comic. Action Comics 898. Lex Luthor versus Lara Flees. Your choice. I cannot wait for 900 because Superman will be back. Fantastic Four 588 was amazing. It was great. The fact that there was no talking at all throughout the entire funeral, throughout the entire first 5 days up to the funeral was wow. It was great, and I'm looking forward to the future of Fantastic Four with Spidey in it. Even the writers are saying it's so fun. It's so much fun writing Spider-Man. So I'm looking forward to FF. Mike's not too happy about it, I don't think, but I'm looking forward to it.
I think it'll be okay.
Okay, Amazing Spider-Man 655. There's actually going to be, was really good also. Funeral of J. Jonah Jameson's wife.
Wait, how did
Really?
she die?
Scorpion, the bugs, the Spider Slayer killed her in the last issue. It was
How
really,
did I not know that?
it was really amazing.
Oh,
It's
they're
great,
gonna have
and that
to-
promise he makes at the end is really, really good. The promise he says nobody else is gonna die on my watch. Uncanny X-Men, Quarantine Part 4, issue 533. The story, the actual Quarantine story is really good. The side story with Emma Frost, please stop. Marvel,
Fuck
please
off.
stop. Emma Frost
Yeah,
on the cover
pretty
of
much.
X-Men 8. Please,
That's
somebody get a
exactly
better
what they're
artist.
doing.
Please
That's
get a.
why they use her.
Okay, enough with that. That's why they use it.
She's not
X.
that great.
No, she isn't. She doesn't do
No way.
shit for the X-Men.
No,
She
no
stands
way.
around. She's eye candy.
She's not that great eye candy. That's what I'm saying. I don't see.
She's not even hot. She has a
Yeah,
bitch
but-
attitude.
I agree. I don't think she's great.
I'm
eye
sorry,
candy.
Lady Death is hotter.
Yeah.
Anyway, X-Men number 8. If the artwork was better, the story would be great. Halo, if you're a Halo fan, you'll be grabbing this. If not, you won't. IDW Infestation Star Trek Part 2 of 2 is awesome. Spawn, Architects of Fear was awesome. Check it out. Al Simmons Spawn. Enough said. Spawn 203. They're trying to flesh out Jim Downing's too much. And I'm hoping the next issue will pick up. The Travel number 4 was awesome. Amber X-23 number 6.
Yes.
And Lady Death number 2, I could even say yes.
Now,
That was
what's the
awesome.
time, Mike?
25, 27.
That's it. We don't have enough time.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Chris.
Mike
Yes.
has his book.
If you pre-order Marvel's Capcom 3, the comic book, Fate of Two Worlds, like I said in the last part, 5 out of 5. And also be sure to get the Marvel vs. Capcom 3 video game, Fate of Two Worlds. It's an awesome game.
Yep.
Same as awesome as Marvel vs. Capcom 2 as well. And yeah, just buy the game and get the comic book if you pre-order the game. And don't forget, Jill Valentine and Shu Garth.
Mike, you have the other code showing.
Oh, sorry.
The other code is on the bottom.
Yeah, March 15th. Okay?
Mike, don't show the back. That's how smart you are.
People.
But yeah, just
oh, no,
remember
people
March
do that.
15th.
Yes.
Is
That
Jill
guy's-
Valentine and Shu Garth.
Mike.
Also-
Mike.
What?
Yeah. I
Go ahead.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Also, 10 out of 5 stars. The last book I have, unfortunately, from Radical Comics. Hopefully I'll be getting more from them at some point. Looking forward to future stuff. Caliber, First Canon of Justice. Check this out. If you like Excalibur, if you like King Arthur, you're going to love Sheriff Arthur. That's all I'm going to say. Awesome stuff.
Now, I have to ask one thing, okay, from comic companies, okay? One thing, okay? I like comics. I will always like comics. But would you please stop doing that whole thing where you go to be continued, to be continued?
If they didn't do that,
just
they
make a friggin' book like this big and let me read it, please. I don't want to read issues like this. I want to see the
They're
entire
called
thing.
trade paperbacks.
But they leave too much out. I need every single
You have to
detail
pronounce it.
in a book for me because I don't.
I guess the Sharks the Runaways.
Okay, guys, we're gonna leave Amber alone in the corner somewhere for about an hour, and we will see you guys next week for another Dark Avengers comic book review.
Peace and chicken grease, guys.
Hope you
Later.
guys have a
Everyone.
have a
Later.
wonderful week, everybody. We'll see
See ya.
you same time, same place, same channel, as always.
Later.
Long live Gambit. Down with Emma Frost.
Down with Emma Frost. Erase Emma Frost from existence.
Yes.
Where's Dormammu when we need
Kill
her?
her.
Yeah, Dormammu would fry her ass.
Thank you, Marvel.
He's
you're not
also
listening.
too, by the
If
way.
you are listening, I hate you.
I'm
for
sorry,
doing
Chris. Just have Storm Fryer.
Joe Valentine.
Anyone
Joe
fry
Valentine's
her.
better than her.
Anybody.
Phoenix! Phoenix comes back and sees her sleeping with Scott. Dead. Dead on the spot. Dead.
Yes.
She, forget fried, she'd be turned inside out and then fried.
They'd have him for dinner later today.
Phoenix? Could you imagine Jean Grey coming back and seeing her husband in bed with Emma Frost?
No.
That won't end good. That
No.
cannot end good.
That would be so
And then she'd
cool.
fry Scott.
Marvel, there's your idea. Bring her back like that. I will love you forever.
They'll kill her.
Anyway, guys.
You know who won't be on the cover anymore?
Yep.
Should be the cover
Yep.
bed.
Good! I'll buy that one in triplicate! Triplicate!
The cameraman's scared.
What the hell?
Scary like
Bye,
Iron
guys.
Man.
We're all scared. Bye.
And don't forget, Marvel's Capcom 3.
Yeah, for the win.
You will
Bye,
see it on
guys.
Do Rock 18. That is all.
Oh,
more
don't
feature
forget
videos.
Trickster and Odyssey.
Yeah,
There
check
you
out
go.
Trickster.
Yes.
Obviously, it's up to you guys.
I
but
just
love
read the
Trickster.
entire thing. I love it.
Okay, well,
Alright, later.
later, guys.
Later.
Take care.
Peace.
See you next week.